Interesting question here. Do men live lives through women? Do men live their lives through women? This is a supposed tweet. Sometimes I see these and I don't know. These aren't real tweets. So they attribute it to someone on the screenshot and they type some of these tweets so they can get some sort of interaction. As you can see, I don't know. I don't know how they do this because this is not a qualified tweet or reply. So they screenshot a part of the tweets and put them together. And some of these tweets are troll accounts, all right? Troll accounts that, you know, they're constantly doing this on Threads and Twitter or X, and then they get the conversation going. Because when you look up these accounts, the accounts don't exist. But we'll talk about it. And it says, men really experience life through women. LOL. Which is going to be a shaming tactic right there, the LOL. And it is a way to put down and demean men. But that's an interesting thought. We're going to share this thought right here, and we're going to look at the response from this woman down below. A lot of them don't even try new restaurants or travel without a woman introducing them. Now, this I find to be true. No matter what, I do look for truth. And when I have the free agent lifestyle, when I talk about the free agent lifestyle, one of the things about the free agent lifestyle that is not appealing to men is that it is a philosophy that is in the absence of women, right? So you're then going to have an absence of women for a period of time until you get clear in your mind, clear in your goals, in which you're going to start doing things by yourself so that you can learn and build up some confidence in a belief system so that then you could qualify women when you rise above and get leverage and options. And my brother said, Coach been saying this for sure. I've been saying that men have a major problem in treating themselves well and doing things in the absence of women. And I get a lot of pushback from people that don't like my philosophy because this very point. One of the things I've challenged men to do is actually live life and enjoy life in the absence of a woman, meaning that go to a basketball game without taking a woman. Or your friends. Any man can't do that. Go to the movies by yourself. You guys realize how rare it is for regular men, not red pill men, for regular men to go to the movies by themselves. They often think I got to have someone to go with or I'm going to look like a loser. Okay, now men are growing into doing this. Men have been always going to the things by themselves for a long time. It hasn't been the norm. Now, more and more men are engaging in this. And you still, when I talk about people copying me, do you hear that a lot of men are asking for their peace? Right? I wrote a book with the tagline, Men's Guide to Peace, Quiet, and Freedom. When I wrote the book and I put it out, it was considered a loser philosophy. Oh, man, what do you mean? But more and more men are realizing this. My peace is important. Although I didn't create that mindset. People have been talking about it before me, but I actually was able to write about it. And not many books wrote it from that position. Many other books that men were offered in the men's space was either Understanding Women, Evolutionary Psychology, Building Yourself Up to Be Masculine, or an Alpha, or related to dating. I was one of the first books that said, move away from women. And that came from the MGTOW philosophy. Move away from women. Treat yourself. Travel by yourself. Enjoy your lifestyle. And I'm talking about in the modern era, not in the previous era, right? I'm talking about in the modern era, the YouTube era. There were books before me. There were Socrates and Plato's wrote books about this. We're talking about in the modern YouTube era. I was one of the first ones to kind of jump off that leap in that direction. Today, a lot of men are leaping in that direction. They're trying to search for this. They just don't know how to do it because even when they do it for a little bit, they revert back. They got to include women in what they do. So they'll start dating again. They'll be off for about 30 days and they'll still got a date. But they'll broke date. They'll 50-50 date. And then they'll find frustration and then their peace will be interrupted. So that this statement is true. This is true. That men really experience life through women. I think that is hitting the nail on the head. Men that say CGA doesn't provide solutions. What they're saying is, my book, Free Agent Lifestyle, my tagline, Free Agent Lifestyle, doesn't provide men solutions related to how to better deal with women. That's what they're saying. You don't provide solutions on how to build with women, on how to have better relationships with women, on how to deal through the bullshit with women and grow and be rich. So that's what they're saying. I don't have a solution to build with women or get my dating life with women as I struggle to build myself. Like, I want to build myself, but I want to include dating. That's what they're saying. I don't have a solution oriented to that. At that point, I say, exactly. I'm one of the only current solutions that has building yourself first, then finding the women. And even then, people say, no. Get married, build with a woman, and then blah, blah, blah. They'll tell you to still get married while your life ain't together. It's better for you. She'll have solutions for you. Okay? I'll have solutions. So there's guys telling you to marry even in a bad situation. Your situation is bad. You feel insecure. You feel low. And they're telling you to get married in this condition and it will be better for you long term. And I disagree. Because what'll happen is, let's go back to this. The second part. A lot of men don't try new restaurants or travel without women introducing them. This is facts. Unfortunately, although you want me to disagree because these are women or alleged women who wrote this is true. It's a sad reality. Let's start with the cheapskates. The cheapskates. They'll always tell you, you don't need all that and you don't need to go there. I can eat off top ramen. I can survive off spaghetti noodles and butter. They only go to restaurants when there's a date. They'll only try new restaurants and experiences in restaurants if it's a date. If there is no date, them niggas will sit at home and watch Down syndrome porn. They'll sit at home and eat top ramen. They'll sit at home and make grilled chicken on the grill. They'll sit up there and make chicken and chicken nuggets on the George Foreman grill. This is a fact, unfortunately. And this is something I've been trying to fight through with men. Why can't you go to a fine dining? What? Because when you go to fine dining, as soon as you integrate dating, you're comfortable in the setting. You have your watering hole. You're comfortable in the setting. You've learned. You might even talk to women while you're there. You might talk to the bartender, the servers. They'll inquire why you're here. You guys might think it's common for men to dine by themselves. It's not. It is very still not the norm. So when you do it, people will start questioning you. And what are you doing? Are you visiting? Are you from out of town? Where are you doing? Do you normally come here? And so while we think it's common, you're seeing more and more men do it. It is still not the norm. So getting dressed up, treating yourself well, you deserve it. You work hard, you risk, you sacrifice. Men still won't do it. Men still won't do it. They don't try new. They'll go to the same restaurant, order it to go, take it home, and be quiet. And I'm trying to get men to say, nah, man, go treat yourself. Go to these establishments. Spend the money on yourself. You're going to find that you're going to spend way less money. Then when you go with a woman, you're going to spend it like 4 times as much, maybe 3 times as much when the woman's there, because you're going to buy multiple alcoholic drinks, right? 2 or 3 drinks, and that's going to sky high the bill. You go over there and you have the strawberry lemonade and a steak, and you're out of there with no appetizers or dessert. You're out of there $75 to $95 with tip. But when you go with the woman, it's $220. Then you'll realize why it's more important to go by yourself. You'll go to the movies. When you go to the movies with a woman, she's got to curl her hair and get dressed and all of this shit, right? And wait, and you got to do this. And then when you go to the movie, it's not enough. You got to buy snacks. That ain't enough. You got to go dinner and a movie. When you have a girlfriend, dinner and a movie. Now, she might even invite friends. Oh, we're going with Susie and Jan, Susie and Jack. Now you're going to dinner and a movie with Susie and Jack. It's going to take 6 hours to watch the goddamn. It's going to be a 6-hour production. And then you're waiting for them to get ready. You're having a conversation. The bitches is all walking slow talking. It's going to take forever, bro. When I go to the matinee, I'm in and motherfucking out. I walk past the snacks. I see the movie. I know when to show up. I show up when the goddamn 30 minutes of credits are up. I show up, I see the movie, I walk the fight back out, and it's still light outside. I got the rest of my day. I don't have to wait for the 9 o'clock show. I don't have to wait for the 9 o'clock show. I can fill myself full of goddamn microwave popcorn before I leave, and I can go there, get in and out, get my damn Regal pass, boop, free ticket, because I paid for it in advance, get the fuck in there, watch the matinee, dip the fuck out. I'm out of there. Now, if the woman then wants to do what? Hang out, we ain't going to dinner or movie. I already done it. I just was at the movie. Oh, I wanted to go. Okay, I went to the 12:30 p.m. show. I'm going to the 12:30 p.m. show on Monday. When the movies open up, there's going to be nobody in there. You don't need to get dressed, bitch. You can be in sweatsuits for all I care. You don't need hair and makeup. Let's go. But guess what? They don't want to do it because that's not it, unless they're their girlfriend. They don't want to do it. They want to be taken out and go to lunch and dinner and a movie, a long-ass date. Nah, bro. It don't take all that. Go to get dessert. Go to Cold Stone ice cream afterwards to get a dessert. Why you didn't take me to the movie? Because, motherfucker, I was at the 12:30 matinee for half the price. And if I want to get some snacks, I got some snacks. All right, I'm going to bring some snacks in my pocket. All right, so it is what it is. Yep, so these are the things we're encouraging. Then it goes further, going to sports events by yourself. It goes further. So now, instead of going, I got tickets, I'm going to the Atlanta Hawks game. All right, I got to take the broad. Then you're worrying about how much the extra costs. And then when she's up there sitting next to you, she says, oh, I've been here before, but when I was here, the last guy that brought me, he brought me down there. We were sitting almost courtside over there. Now you feel like shit. Now you feel like she doesn't appreciate your effort. Okay? She'll say, I've never sat this high in the arena. I've never seen the game from this far. Do you need binoculars? Now you're going to feel like shit if she's a good-looking woman. Because if she's a good-looking woman, she'll tell you she ain't used to sitting up way up there in the 300 in the nosebleeds. She was like, last dude that took me. She won't even say last dude. She'll say last time I was here, I was in the goddamn front row. All right. And that is implying the last date that she had, her ass sat in the front row. She gonna let your ass know. All right. So men need to experience it from that perspective. So then you can understand. But because you're taking another woman, you got to sit way up here to afford the tickets. Then she'll tell you, oh, we park valet, and your ass walking 3 blocks. All right, you walking 3 blocks to save the $70 on the parking. So you see what's happening? You're not prepared. You're only used to living life through women. Then when you want to go on a vacation, and travel, women seem to have self-care down pat. Unfortunately, they can't afford this self-care. So then that's how they date, or they might try to get a boyfriend to be able to afford the self-care. They want to go 50-50 on the rent so they can spend the money getting their punani waxed. Or they might go sugar daddy so they can get their punani waxed. Hey, daddy, I'm getting my punani waxed for you. Can I? Okay. But you, on the other hand, aren't used to traveling by yourself. You're not used to traveling business class or first class or 5-star restaurant. So when you do travel as a man, if you do, you'll live in squalor. You'll go Motel 6. Okay, you won't even try to upgrade yourself. Then if a woman's with you, the woman's going to tell you, Motel 6, Red Roof Inn? I think not. You'll have her way back in the goddamn coach plane, way back in the back, pussy getting dried up. Getting dried up because you're not in position. So we tell men to get in position. Go live life through yourself and through your own lens. Instead of spending all your money, and then you get over there and she give you 2 pieces of ass. And she's asking for this and that. She's like, can I have that knick-knack? Can we go shopping for that? Can we do that? The minute you won't do it, she pissy. And you ain't getting no pussy. And you have a miserable experience because she's sitting on the Motel 6 bed. And you trying to reach over there and grab her titty. And she drying up. So we have to treat ourselves well. We have to go get a massage, not the rub and tug. We have to treat ourselves, manicure and pedicure. It's okay. It's just grooming. It doesn't have anything to do with prettying your hands and your feet up. It's just simple grooming. You have to treat yourself well. 4-star hotel, 4-star or 5-star restaurant. You have to treat yourself well so you can know what you should expect back from the woman. Then you can start putting price tag on her ass. All right, this is what I expect from you to be able to get this type of treatment. Okay? But guys won't do this. They fight this all the time. They fight this. I got to do it with the woman. I got to show her. I got to get validated by the woman. My ego's attached to it. I got to build with the woman. I got to marry her. We're going to grow together. I want a solution related to growing together with these bitches and put them in check and telling these women what to do. You're distracting yourself. You can't even focus on yourself because you're trying to get these women to appreciate you. And in the middle of it, they don't appreciate you because the effort you're giving, they don't consider it significant. And this is why you're having a problem. Then you don't even know what to do when you get in these elements. They're right. When was the last time you tried a new restaurant? Tried a new meal at the restaurant? When was the last time you traveled without a woman being included? Or going to go get some women when you get there? Okay. When was the last time you took care of yourself? When was the last time you de-stressed? When was the last time you decompressed? When was the last time you got a back neck massage and you didn't try to get it from a bitch? When was the last time you tried to give a woman a massage and you just sent her to the spa, as opposed to you trying to give her the back rubbing, the nut on her back, right? So this is what men do. I want my girlfriend to give me a massage for free. Just go pay for a goddamn massage. Right? So when I get with women, I don't have to have her rub my back and my neck. She be like, you want me to rub your back and my neck? Nope. Face in the pillow. Let's go. I don't need none of that bullshit. I already have my massage therapist. My massage therapist come to the house and she rubs me down for an hour and a half. I'm good. Then I go for my personal trainer. I get enough goddamn attention. I don't need to waste time you rubbing my back and I'm rubbing yours. No. But this is boss up mindset. Okay, let me rub your back so I can get your shirt off. Nah, bitch, take your shirt off. Bitch, I've been got my back rubbed all day. So you live your life, even the pleasures of massages and scalp massages and cuddles and touches. You live that through women. That's the only way you will get it. And you get it by begging and cuddling and wasting all this time and listening to her talk. And no, not now. And can you just rub it for 30 more minutes? Bitch, go get a massage. All right, go get a massage. You want me to rub your back for 30 minutes? Go get a motherfucking massage. All right, here's $75. Go have that Asian woman rub on your goddamn back. Got me rubbing on your back for 30 minutes. Hell no, bruh. Get that pussy up. Tilt that ass up. Toot that ass up. All right. So this is the things that men are doing, and they find this to be how they believe dating and relationships are gonna be. Bro, we can get right to the business and right out of here. All right. I don't need to go through this whole rigmarole. And then, oh, she's rubbing my back. She must really like me if she's rubbing my back and my neck. I don't need that, bro. I got massage therapists on call. I don't need my date rubbing my neck. I don't need to spend extra time in the bed fucking around and fumbling for the remote and get her to goddamn put the sexy music and get her to get the goddamn hot dripping oil. Nigga, I got a massage therapist for that. I don't need her to come in here and clean up. All right, a woman should want to clean up and submit. I got some woman to do that. I got 3 Rosalindas that come every goddamn week and they clean the fuck up. I don't need her to look for shit to clean up to prove her. Bruh, if she wants to clean up, fine. But it's mostly all my shit is done and they come in every Wednesday and they wreck shop and they leave. I don't need her to fold my laundry to prove I got a woman that folds my laundry. I don't need her to cook. I got a chef. The chef delivers meal. Him and his wife delivers meals to my door every Monday. I don't live my life through women. I don't live my life through women. It is a hard thing for men to do. You're looking for women to do all of these little things to prove that they like you. I hire women to do that. I hire people to do this and I leave that shit alone. So I don't have to try to convince these women to submit. Now, if that's what they want to do, they don't replace Rosalinda. They don't replace my chef. They don't replace my massage therapist. They don't replace my personal trainer. I'm not living my life through women. You're living your life through women to try to do this. And guess what? You ain't bossing up in the process because you spending a whole bunch of time. You spending way too much motherfucking time to get these women to try to do this shit to prove to your ego that they like you and they building with you and they gonna be your future wife. Nah, bruh. Hell to the motherfucking no. So I can spend 6 hours with her? No, thank you. So I can spend the whole weekend with her listening to her blabbermouth. When Rosalinda cleans up, they don't say nothing to me. They say, hi, Poppy. When my chef comes by, they don't say nothing. They just drop off the goddamn food and leave. When my JUCO comes over, we just go right upstairs to the bedroom. You need a drink? You need some water? You might need some water. I'll turn the air on because I'm going to be sweating. All right, here we go right here. I'll take that off. All right, calm down. Let me take off the shirt. Here, let me unsnap the bra like we are in the wild. All right, on the bed, please. Thank you. That's what it is. And these women are telling you, your life, all your life experiences are through women. You go shopping at the mall, walking around with the mall with them, walking around at Target with them, holding their hands here. Now, that's good every now and then, okay? Every now and then, that's cool. But all of your experiences are like this, and then you tell me you don't pay. Then you tell me you don't pay, which is absolutely insane. I'm like, huh? You spent the whole weekend for her to rub your back and fold your laundry and talk about her about submission and get her to cook a meal. Did she want to talk? She done spent the night. She didn't ask to go to breakfast, lunch. You asking her to make a sandwich and arguing about that. Make your own sandwich. You trying to coach her and put her on your program so she know what type of lettuce and tomatoes and avocados and salt and pepper and oil and vinegar to put on your sandwich, right? Nah, man, I ain't got no time for that shit. Okay? You're trying to live your life experiences through women. I love this tweet. And you just spent 11 hours to try to get this shit to be done. Also, you can prove that this woman likes you. A real one would do it. Who needs all that? Yep, you cuddle and caking. Guess what? You're not on your grind. You're not on your purpose anymore. Now you're not growing anymore. Now you're on her level. She done stunted you. The only reason is she started begging to go out for ice cream. Then you go get ice cream. You wouldn't have went and got ice cream unless she wanted some ice cream. Now you go in the goddamn Cold Stone ice creamery just so you go, I better get her something. Come on, man. I love this. You guys need to reformulate your philosophy when you're dealing with this particular situation because I'm an advocate of learning by yourself. You don't have to learn through women. And at some particular point, you will exercise and exhibit leadership skills when you know where to go, right? When a woman says, hey, I, take me somewhere, and you can take that bitch somewhere she never been, or she been there before and she could be impressed. And dude, you walk in the joint and everybody's like, hi, Greg, how you doing? Good to see you again. You know what really gets women is that when you take them somewhere and they say, good to see you again. That happened to me just this weekend. Took a nice piece of calico, expensive calico, to a nice steak restaurant here in Las Vegas. Now, because I go there often and I reserve through a certain app and I'm a member of this particular restaurant, they know me. So when we went there, and this is a restaurant, it's top notch. It's expensive, it's top notch. And the servers are professional servers. This is not no regular shit. We sit down. And the server, because they study who you are, they pull you up, see your profile, how many times you eat and reserved here and all this shit. And you got to pay in advance to reserve. So you got to pay to reserve to this restaurant. You got to pay to reserve this restaurant. You can't just be like, I'm going to make a reservation. They say, give me your credit card. So I show up. We sit down. And they were like, Mr. Adams, welcome back. Good to see you again. All right, that right there, people don't realize, that sets off the other woman. All right, because now she going, who this nigga And who was you with? Yeah, we got a dress code. They like, who? Welcome back. Who this? And who was you here with? Okay. You take all the women here. So now you got the leverage. Oh, this ain't the first time I've been to a spot like this. This ain't my first rodeo. I'm known here. People know me in this bitch. The Bruce Wayne is here. All right. And so she like, oh, okay. Okay. All right. Those little things, man. Now you done put leverage on a woman. All right. Now you can tell her. And then she all ears now. This is good. This is not good. All right. This is what you order here. All right. Now you can tell her what you ordering. Okay. This is what you should. You've now exhibited leadership. Now you got leadership. And that same woman, we went to another place, which is lower scale. All right. And when we went in there, all of the waitresses, hi, good to see you again. Welcome back. Now she like, damn, everywhere this nigga go, they know him. Everywhere he goes, they know him. So these are little things that these people are talking about. I'm not living my life through her. All right. I've already lived my life. Now she's just a part of it. She's a part of this. She's a part of what I've experienced. So this is what she's going through. That don't mean it's going to be cheaper. That don't mean anything. But what'll happen is it'll just demonstrate that you're just not some guy sitting at home waiting to take, all right, I got a woman now. I'm going to finally take her out to somewhere. It ain't about her. It's about you. When you go on a date, let me give you a last one. When you go on a date, I got to remember my point. So let me come back to that one. But so if you're taking people out on a date, we'll get to the point here because I actually slipped my mind, but it's important. So I'll think about it again. But guys are going to try things in the restaurant with the women. They tend to be the center of attention. But when you plan things, you're planning them with you in mind, not her. This is what they're talking about. So this is the point. When you're out here dating, if you can't do this, you're not ready to date. This is why I tell you, if you're broke dating, you're messing up. So you're planning to date with you in mind, not her. So that if she wants to come with you, you already are going to this thing. I'm going to this. I want you to be my guest. I want you to be my guest at this thing that I'm going to, as opposed to you're taking her there. You see the difference of that? I'm not taking her there. She's my guest to this event or to this restaurant. So again, I go to this restaurant normally. I was going to this restaurant. You are a guest of me. You're being privileged to be with me, as opposed to I want to show you how important you are and she's the main event. That is two different mindsets. And that's the mindset I be trying to tell y'all. To that point, if I plan to go somewhere and I invite her to join me, to be my guest to something that I'm going to, if she cancels, you're still going. So now you're not frustrated if she cancels. You're like, good, okay. And when you get there, I thought it was a table for two. It's just me. And you enjoy the event. You enjoy the experience. You enjoy the restaurant still in her absence. As opposed to you plan to take her somewhere. She cancels and you're mad. Oh, this bitch flaked on me. Now I got all dressed. I've made these reservations. Now, you see the difference? Now you're mad when she cancels. You're mad that she canceled. You mad that she flaked. You turn around and go home. You halfway to the restaurant and she sends you that. Sorry, don't be mad. Don't be upset, but I can't come. If she sends you that, you going anyway. You're like, well, her loss, and you still going to the restaurant. Do you see the difference in approach? You're mad that she canceled and flaked. That's because you were going with her. You were trying to show her a good time, as opposed to, I'm going anyway. I was going without her anyway. That's what they're saying. You're like, well, yep, her loss. Same thing with the basketball game. I was going to the basketball game anyway without this. She was my guest. So she flaked on me. She didn't want to come. Oh well. I'm going to enjoy myself anyway. Those are two different mindsets that most men don't have. And they think this is about hate for women or trying to be. No, you're inviting her into your life. I was going to the firearm range anyway. Or she says, what do you want to do? I want to take you out. And she says, okay, good. Where are we going? We're going to something that I was going to do anyway. So I'm inviting you to go to do something that I was doing. She's going to say, I don't want to do that. Bitch, I don't care what you want to do. It was never about you anyway. I'm inviting you into my world. My weekend was already planned. I'm inviting you to something to enjoy something I was doing this weekend. I was already going here. Now, if you want to go do something you want to do, you're invited to do something you want to do this weekend without me. But this weekend, I already had plans, but I want to invite you into my weekend. If she says, nah, I want to go to dinner or something like that. Okay, go to dinner. And then maybe we can connect another time. But my weekend is already planned. But I was willing to invite you into something that I was doing. You're obviously not interested in that. Kick fucking rocks. But I have plans already. So this is too, like, I was going to the firearm range. You want to go to the firearm range with me? Well, I don't like guns. Okay. I'm not changing my plan, though. Right? I'm still going to the firearm range this weekend. Perhaps we'll make it another time. But what you guys do is give up leverage. Okay, you don't like guns? Okay, good. Maybe we can shoot bow and arrows. Maybe we could go to bumper cars. Maybe we could go to this. And then you start asking her, hey, what do you like to do? You've lost leverage. You've lost leverage. Now this bitch making the plans. Now she's not going to give you and yield back the power to leverage back to you. So this is why we tell you it's more than just broke dating. It's about experiencing life through yourself. Then when you start dating again, you have the leverage. Her pussy going to dry up when she gets back in control. She's going to look at you as less than. She's going to be like, damn, this nigga ain't even trying to put no plans together. Now I got to put plans together. She's going to be dry. Then you're going to reach for her titties and she's going to be like, nah, that's all right. She's still going on a date with you, but she's going to be like, So these are the things we try to keep, but a lot of people don't listen to that part of the philosophy. They make all these other excuses and shit, but I'm out here winning anyway. Broke dating, I'm getting free pussy and all. And they don't realize that they losing. They don't realize you losing. And eventually, she's going to run up against me, and I'm going to, your girl, you don't have a chance with, you don't stand a chance when I show up in your girl's life. Because I got this shit down pat. I got this shit beat. Dude, I've done this so many times. I got this down like the back of my hand. It's so easy for me. I could just go, because I can beat you just on planning and leadership and just being absolutely indifferent. As opposed to, what do you want to do and where you want to go? I don't know about that. I'm not in the mood for that. Soon as I tell her, boom, all right, be ready at 7:00. I'll be there to pick you up. Wear a black dress, high heels, high ponytail, heavy makeup, light makeup, flat shoes. She can be like, where are we going? Don't worry about all that. Just be ready at this time. And then take her to something. And I never been here before. Pussy wetter than the Niagara Falls. You cooked. You can't compete. Now I've opened it up to a place that she ain't never been. Bitch, what you want? Here you go right here. Order whatever you want. You know what I'm going to be doing? Clapping her motherfucking cheeks. And you trying to save $200 and it cost me $200. You cooked. You can't compete. Because I'm in boss up mode and I'm leading her ass. And she gets in the car. When she gets in the car and she sits in the car. Oh, wow, I appreciate you. You know what? I really appreciate that you were on time, because she's going to be on time like a motherfucker. And I'm going to say, I thought I told you to look good. She's going to be like, huh? I thought I told you to look good. You don't like what I'm wearing? I didn't do well for you? You did good. All right, but next time I want you to really execute that high ponytail. You look great though. All right, you look great. You almost did it, but you'll learn. She be sitting on the other side because they super duper insecure. Now I done brought up her insecurities. She gonna be like, oh fuck, wow, this nigga ain't playing. She ain't. All right, you'll listen to instruction. You'll learn. You'll learn. All right, I'll train you up in due time. I'll train you up in due time. You'll do better next time. Now, she under my motherfucking wing. All right, guess what? Soon as we get in the door, soon as she get in the door, all right, the valet will open. I'm pulling up the valet. And your ass pulling up in the 8th floor of the parking garage. I'm about to whoop your ass today, bro. Your girl is gone. All right, wait, the valet will open your door. Just sit there. Do business with the valet. All right, they type your number in a little computer. Oh, yeah, hi, Mr. Adams. You're already in here. Been here before. Been here before. Then they open her door. Then when she steps in, right, you take her hand around the arm. All right, you're leading her. Don't hold her hand. Take her hand and put it around your bicep. Walk her into the door. Tell her to step to the side. Open the door. When we get to the door, step to the side. Every door, step to the side. Give her instruction. You teaching her everything. She go and grab the door? Nah. Every time we hit the door, you step to the side, I'm gonna open it up. Every single time. So that every time this bitch get to the door, she step to the side. I open the door. Go ahead. Second door, same thing. Go ahead. Arm right back here. All right. You're instructing her how to be with you. Now, if she don't want to follow none of the instructions, you know what? I don't think we'll be having dinner tonight. Let's just pick up drinks and then I'll arrange a ride for you back home. I'll order an Uber. You need me to order you an Uber back home? Do you need me to order you an Uber back home? That's what you're doing the whole time. You're not there to get to know her. You're establishing your leadership over her. You don't give a fuck about what the fuck she about to say. You're establishing leadership. You're giving her instruction. Everything's an instruction. Stand right there. I'll pull out the chair. There you go right there. You're just establishing it so that when she's with you the next time, she gonna be on it. I hope my ponytail better be higher this time. All right, but you guys are out here trying to fumble and stumble your way. The minute they deal with me, they dealing with a boss. We in boss mode. More times than not, you can try to order for her. And this is a typical picky subject because I don't really try to order for them all the time, but they might go for it. But see what she wants. Put her on a timeline. All right, they're going to be ready. Let's go ahead and look at the menus. We'll talk in a minute. Okay. Then you're governing the conversation. Do not let this bitch go off into politics, any of this bullshit. Nah, man. Listen, she's going to start talking about politics. Okay. She's going to start talking about politics. You cover her drink. Cover her drink with your hand. You don't have to put your hand on the glass. You say, I thought we were here to enjoy this experience. I thought we were here to enjoy this experience. I thought we were here to have fun. We're not here to argue. We're not here to talk. I know you're interested in these subject matters, but this is not what we're here for. We're not here in this beautiful place to talk about something so frivolous. Are you here to have fun? Let's enjoy ourselves. We're not talking about your career. We're not talking about what you do for work. We're not doing any of that tonight. Govern the conversation. No orange man bad. No, none of this shit. It's these things that when you have leverage and options, you can do. when you've exhibited that you're way ahead of her and she got to catch up, you can do it. This is why also you don't date old broads, because old broads don't follow instruction. They like old motherfucking Yeller. They want to do it the way they want to do it. They want to go where they want to go. They want to do what they want to talk about what they want to talk about. This is why you don't date old broads. It ain't because they're old. It's because they like old motherfucking Yeller. Some of them don't want to listen. Some of them think they're better than you. Some of them think they're just on par or better than you. So get the old broads out of here. And slump busters and booger wolves and all this shit. Get them out of there. You want to date people. You want to date people that you have a little bit more leverage over, because that's what women naturally like. They want to be led. They look for it. But, you know, you guys want to build with the woman. You guys want to be on par, and you want to marry the woman and then grow together type shit. But when you do that, she leads you. She's going to be leading you, and you're going to be, yes, dear. Yes, dear. What would you like now? Where would you like to go now? Yes, dear. It's a treat for her to call out. You give her the option. You know what? You pick the dessert. Instead of her, like, I want to order. If she orders a drink, an extra drink, and she didn't ask you first, but she expects you to pay, you correct it immediately. Wait a minute. I'm treating you today. I'm giving you this gift. I'm extending you this gift. And you're just going to order an extra drink? You got to correct it. Hold on. We're not ordering extra drinks. Never mind. She doesn't need one. Right here. Then let her and the waiter look at each other like. Right here. Her and the waiter gonna look at each other and look at me and look at it. They looking at each other like, oh shit, she doesn't need an extra drink. She's good. Completely dismiss that shit so that she can get the, oh shit, this nigga ain't playing. He real. Now, if she don't like it, she could go. You're welcome to go. That's fine. Do you need an Uber back? Even offer her that. You need an Uber back? I'll get myself. Okay, bye-bye. But this all matters. All these little things matter, and this is only until you have leverage and options, because she's gonna give up. She see you at a $300 restaurant. She gonna get in line. She gonna get in line. You at a $300 restaurant. You done parked for valet. You made this bitch come up. She'll get in line, bruh. But if you just a regular degular trying to get a 50-50 date, and she going to be arguing and bullshitting and you shit testing you the whole night, all right, and trying to get extra to-go meals and shit like that, So this is the thing, and I have one more bit of advice, but I'm going to move on. But y'all ain't paying a nigga, so I just got to get through with this really quickly here and hit the showers, because you know what time it is for me. It's JUCO heaven. But when I didn't have leverage and options, I did the same bullshit. Let these women lead. Let these women pick. Let these women tell me what to do, ordering extra drinks, and I'm looking at my tab like, oh shit, I'm gonna be over here. You don't have that experiences. Okay. Okay. But this is why then you can pick the woman. You can pick the woman that you want to give this experience, after taking a woman that don't deserve it, because that's what you can get. Then you got to try to give her this experience. All right, but it's a woman that it's a woman that you couldn't even pick. It was a woman that you was just lucky to match with the bitch and take her out. And then she's like, you got to take me here. You got to do that. I don't got to do none of that. So that when these soggy bitches come up and act like I have to give her that treatment, I'm like, hell no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. These are very big details, and you will find that women, especially younger women, fold up like that easily. Easily. You'll get them, and you'll get them very cooperative real quick. And then you send them on home. All right, we got some PayPals. But PayPal made me sign out. So I'm going to have to get them from the phone. You're not going to beat me on this one. Now, you might be able to get a freebie off of her. All right, you might be able to get some free punani off of her and think you winning. But you're going to spend it in time, for sure. Shout out to our brother